It's looking good, it's looking right. Been through the days and through the nights. I felt the pressure, I felt the pain. Feel good now, finally.
What's happening, world? It's me, Ryan Chris Tate, Mr. Feel Good Now. And recently I was talking to a friend of mine, and we're talking about injuries and getting over injuries. And everybody's different when it comes to injuries, you know, and injuries is a part of the game. Like for me, like now I go to the gym a lot, right? I work out, and so it doesn't matter if you're playing basketball, soccer, hockey, whatever your sport may be, injuries is a part of the game. But the key to getting over injuries, like because everybody's mind is wired differently. Everybody's threshold for pain is different. Mentally, everybody is different. Your mental toughness is different from the other guy. So to get over an injury, it's going to take, not every two persons is going to take the same amount of time or same injury and recover at the same time. It's not going to happen. But the thing is, here's what happens. Like when I had my injury, and this is why I can talk about this, because I had a knee surgery. That was my first injury. And at first, it was something that was tricky, you know, because I've never had a knee surgery before. And so I was out for a while and going through my rehab. I did what I had to do. And now when I come back to play basketball, mentally, I was a little off because I was like, you know, I was just used to running around doing what I wanted to do. But then when I come back from this injury, I was off. My mind was playing tricks on me. It was saying, oh, you can't do those things anymore. Like I couldn't do my crossovers anymore. I couldn't maybe pull up for a jump shot as fast as I wanted to, or jump my highest for a rebound. Because in my mind, I felt like something wasn't the same as it used to be. So as I played for, I don't even know how long, it was maybe a couple weeks, you know, I still would baby this one, and then all of a sudden, I think due to the fact that I was babying this knee, I end up rupturing my Achilles, or it was supposed to happen anyway, so there's no controlling that. So that happened, and when that happened, it was like that one took a big hit on me, man, because as I'm getting back from this, and I ruptured this, and I was like, wow, man, I couldn't believe it. And the doctor said, oh, you have to he was like, you have to rest. Basically, you have to sit in the house or whatever. I was in a cast, and I was like, man, what am I gonna do now? Why me? You know, started feeling sorry for myself at first, but then I was like, man, I'm not doing this. So he said not to drive, but I was like, whatever. I had to drive. I had to go back to the gym. So I taught myself how to drive fluently with my left leg. And I drove to the gym, I went back to the gym, and I did what I had to do, man. I was slowly just worked my way back into it. I was still going to my rehab, but I was still going to the gym to work out. Otherwise, I could have sat at home and watched TV all day and be depressed, be mad at the world because these injuries. So here's the thing, what I'm saying is whenever you get an injury, psychologically, it's gonna mess you up for a while. But here's the key. Your mind will allow you to get over that injury depending on how bad you want it. Like I said, somebody's hunger. Everybody has a drive. Like people who play sports, some of them, they just want to be the best. So your drive is going to be big. Your hunger to get back in the sport's going to be huge. Some people just play, you know, some people are gifted athletes, so they play just because. So they might be like, oh, whatever, man, I'll just come back when I come back. They won't be as hungry as certain people. But I was hungry to come back. I was hungry not to sit on the couch, really, and watch TV and be bored all day. So I got up and I went back to the gym. So my thing is, here's what I'm saying. When you get this injury, you have to challenge yourself. Mentally, you have to be tough. You have to say, you know what? Yes, I have this injury, but oh well. It was supposed to happen. It was a part of the game, but I'm going to push through. Every time you go through your rehab, you push a little harder. Maybe when you slowly start to come back, whatever the sport is, you challenge your injury a little bit more and a little bit more, and you get over it. You have to push yourself. So even if you're physically tough and you're hungry for the game and you want to be the best, if you're not mentally there, that injury is going to bother you for a long, long time. So you have to train yourself to be mentally tough, man. And what that entails is, if the doctor says, you know, oh, it's maybe you shouldn't come back, or just they're holding you back and telling you not to do a certain thing. Mentally, you have to know yourself, because they don't know you. They're only saying what they know from, watching your injury or how you move around. But if you know mentally that you want to come back, you have to push yourself. Push yourself. Push every time you come back. Every time you go to the court to play. So with my injury, with my Achilles, man, and when I started going back to rehab and I started going back in the gym, and slowly I started coming around to play, I just said, whatever, like, it's been a few years now. So now when I go play basketball, mind you, I don't play as much as I used to, but it's not that I can't or I don't want to, it's that I'm focused on other things right now. So, but when I do go play, I'm just playing basketball. Because, if I get another injury, that's what's supposed to happen. I can't control that, but mentally, I can control what I do. If it was injured to happen again, best believe I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to keep going harder and harder and harder. So I'm just saying, man, like, when you have an injury, I'm not a doctor. I can't, and no doctor should be able to tell you, like, they could advise you to do certain things. They could say, well, you might need another month or something like that. But they can't go in your mind and read your mind. So that's why I say mentally, you have to be ready. Mentally, you have to be tough. You have to want it more than everybody else. And you will get back to what you're supposed to be. So until next time, feel good now.
It's looking good, it's looking right. Been through the days and through the nights. I felt the pressure, I felt the pain. Feel good now.